We know that it's happening. And this is the critical importance of journalism, particularly in this moment that we have today. The distance between speculation and fact is everything.
Shows facts over feelings.
The distance between speculation and fact is...
Why you hiding? Why you ducking? Why you trying to act like Peter and distance yourself? If you know in your heart of hearts you ain't broke no laws, don't care what nobody say. Why you acting like a criminal? For your feelings to matter more than the facts. Oh, we got to clean house. Oh, we got to clean house.
Clean house. Clean house.
They then launch this exploit at the vulnerability on your device, which allows them to take total control of that device. Anything you can do on that device, the attacker, in this case the government, can do. They can read your email, they can collect every document, they can look at your contact book, they can turn the location services on, they can see anything that is on that phone instantly and send it back home to the mothership. They can do the same with laptops.
I'm just waiting a few minutes for everybody to get in here.
The other prong that we forget so frequently is that in many cases they don't need to hack our devices. They can simply ask Google for a copy of our email box, because Google saves a copy of that. Everything that you've ever typed into that search box, Google has a copy of. Every private message that you've sent on Facebook, every link that you've clicked, everything that you've liked, they keep a permanent record of. And all of these things available not just to these companies, but to our governments, as they are increasingly deputized as sort of miniature arms of government.
Why are you acting like a criminal?
Are you? See y'all later. For your feelings to matter more than the facts.
And now we have a Rico Dukes. You be the judge.
Yeah, but we all of this.
So, your organization, remind the people what your organization is.
21st Century Black Panthers, RCDHPN.
Okay, now what is y'all goal? What is the goal of the 21st Century Black Panther?
The goal of the 21st Century
I'm
Black
gonna hold
Panther,
you to it now. Now, what you do?
the goal of the 21st Century Black Panthers is to patrol and protect our community. As soon as we get a little bigger and a little stronger, we out here. We're gonna have police
Let me stop for a
cars.
minute. To my sister Keisha Crosby. They say Hashim gave it back on his deathbed. I think that's very convenient to say, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's a process. You can't give somebody an organization. There's a process to get into a position of leadership. When it comes to an organization, nobody can give you the organization's the people. You know what I'm saying? So there's a process that happens to put people in a position of power. And anybody that can give somebody the organization is not an organization at all. You know what I'm saying? Because no one person owns an organization. That becomes a dictatorship. And plus, I think that's very convenient. Oh, he told me to take it over on his deathbed. Like, okay, that's very convenient. But that's not, even if he did say that, that's not how an organization put someone in a position of power. That doesn't work.
It goes by the board. It goes by the chain of command, man. It's like a power cabinet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like a power. It ain't gonna be no two people in a room and then he said, "Oh, this is now." You know what I'm saying? You got board members, you got commanders, you got lieutenants. You know what I'm saying? You got minister of defense. You know what I'm saying? The minister of defense pretty much gonna correspond everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meaning that it'll be passed. You'll hear something from the minister of defense before you just hear from somebody that was up under somebody. Because the minister of defense, that is the person that is the defense line and the chief of the defense for any organization. So,
let me ask you, so what is your primary goal as the 21st century Black Panthers?
man, to free and liberate our people, man. We ain't getting out here with no marching. We ain't flying to know every time something happen, we there just because the news conference there. If we ain't going there to do nothing, we ain't going to go surround a police station. We ain't coming.
And what is the process that you use to free our people? What is your step-by-step process? Say if somebody wanted to join you today or tomorrow, what would make them want to join you because you got the liberating answer?
First thing you got to do, you got to learn the law. You can't just come join us just because you want to see something. First, you got to be active. You know what I'm saying? Because what we really doing, we really standing against these people. We're in their courtrooms. We ain't in front of their TV cameras where it don't matter. We're in their courtrooms. We on their front line. We coming towards their system to take over this.
Oh, so your group is more focused on the judicial process.
What every group out here is focused on that, but they scared to really stand against it. That's why they go out there with their signs and get on the front of the news cameras and hey, we here. But when the news cameras gone, they gone. The people they claim to protect still in jeopardy. Hey, they ain't left no soldiers behind to protect no community, patrol no communities or nothing.
What inspired you to be to get into this part of the fight? The judicial type fight. What? How did you start off to get with this part of the fight? Because you got many parts of the fight. You know what I mean? My pet peeve is economics. I believe that economics intermingle with the political process. If effectively done, it's a wrap. If done correctly, it's a wrap. That's just my position, and I don't explain my full position here. But that's what I believe. It's going to take some money, and I believe
that's why
some political muscle.
That's why one organization or one man can't do it alone because
so that's what I'm saying. And from
we need a machine.
From your perspective, your if you could break down your perspective of how to fight from where you stand, what is that?
Okay.
What does that look like?
If a person start messing with your bank account, what that's gonna do to you? That's gonna piss you off, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so why you ain't gotta go march with guns? Stop spending money in their system.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Stop spending money in their system. Stop buying their high-ass gas. Start riding the bus. You know what I'm saying? This is how you do it. They got millions of people around the country that's U.S. military and police and this and that with guns. They don't give a damn about nobody having no guns. What they give a damn about you having knowledge and sense to know how to get out their motherfucking system and take the money away from them. When you realize that you are the bank to them, then you'll change. As long as you, I can't hear you.
I say in short, how is it that I'm just looking at something real quick. In short, how is it do you take your money out their system? How do you do that?
You create your own system. You start when you see black-owned stores, black-owned gas stations, you support their business. You start taking away, once you start taking it away small, it'll eventually turn it to big. You know what I'm saying? We start owning gas stations. We ain't gotta buy the gas now. We can get our gas from elsewhere. We start owning grocery stores. We ain't gotta go shopping at grocery store. If we start owning our clothing stores, we ain't gotta go shopping at clothing stores. If we start owning farms, we ain't gotta get no food from their farms.
Do you got any farms?
So we ain't got no farms yet. We got some land, but we ain't got no farms yet. We got some land in Arkansas through my minister of defense.
I'm trying to.
So, but what I'm saying is, all these organizations that have been out here 15, 20 years, while they steady running and going in front of the camera, they need to be trying to run and go to some of these lands and try to plow some of this field so we can put some corn and cows and chickens and beans and things of this out there so we can feed our people. While they steady running in front of the camera, they need to be patrolling the communities where they're at. Get you some old cars and put your organization on there and patrol the streets. Patrol your community.
Is that what you do?
Yes, that's what we starting to do now. So we just came out in March. So we got a lot of stuff that we still lining up.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Where you been at?
Man, Hey, where I been at, man, the U.S. government gave me hell, bro. The U.S. government gave me hell, man. So you know what I'm saying? They put me
What
on
I'm saying is,
operation
when
table,
did
all
you?
kind of
All
things.
right, let me, man. I might have to give you a whole interview. I mean, when did you decide that you was going to be a Black Panther, if you will?
2022.
22. 22. Man, they've been killing
2022.
us for 20 years, 400 years.
But see, I
I'm
was
just messing with you, bro. But you know what I love about you? And I love it. I don't like it. I love it. You are honest with a straight face. Look, 22, bro. What
I
you
mean,
gonna do?
I'd be lying if I told you that I've been out here 5, 6 years. I feel ashamed if I've been out here 5, 6 years, 10 years, and I ain't got nothing for the people. But I came in the door with something for the people. I came in the door with the government. Now it's the people's job to help to stand up with this government so we can stand against the oppressors. You know what I'm saying? We came with a tax service. We came with our own bank. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Moore's Word TV. Come on, open up y'all a business bank account with the only black-owned Federal Reserve Bank, Theyfeartruth Bank. Go sit down with Bank of America and tell them you want an account with Theyfeartruth Federal Reserve. They're gonna take care of you.
I wanted, you said that before on the show. How do you become a banker under another bank? I don't understand that.
How do you become a banker by another bank? Because
Yeah.
you don't have to have it's the same way as like PayPal or Cash App. Those are banks, but they bank with somebody. You see what I'm saying? So when you become like when you branch off and you become all by yourself, see, we got partnership with Bank of America. So
Why
therefore,
would you partner with them? They own slaves and they continue to live off the slave revenue even into this day.
why would they bank off? Because can't nobody show us the banking business. I don't see none of our people with no bank. So why not learn the game from a bank and enslave them? Bank of America work for us. We don't work for them.
They work. You got your money.
I said this on a national Morris World TV show. Bank of America works for us. We don't work for them. Don't nobody call us and tell us, hey, let us get a Bank of America account. They call Bank of America and say, hey, let us get a Theyfeartruth Federal Reserve Bank account.
But listen to you. You say they call Bank of America and ask Bank of America to get a Federal Truth.
Theyfeartruth Federal Reserve Bank account.
So Bank of America got to approve somebody for you to get an account. You got to go through Bank of America.
No, we use Bank of America technology.
But that's what I'm saying. But they still got to call Bank of America. I don't want to call them
until we get our own.
Why don't you go with I think it's a bank. Why didn't you look up quote unquote black banks and try to do the same thing with them? It's some bankers. We got banks.
Yeah, I didn't say we didn't have, man. I said we
Why wouldn't you go with them though?
I said we the only black-owned Federal Reserve Bank because when you become a Federal Reserve Bank, see, we're in the process of right now getting our own route number. When you get your own route number, that means you are an independent bank. Then that means you can wire money directly out of the Federal Reserve into your.
But what I'm saying is, you got a Harbor Bank that we have in Maryland. You got Greenwood. You got, I mean, there is banks that our people own. Why wouldn't you try to do that with those banks?
Because there wasn't. I just went with the first bank, the first biggest bank. Where we wouldn't have to.
You can't be a president like that.
Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with being president. That got something to do with being making a choice that I feel like that I want to make to establish what I need to establish.
Now let me be the angel's advocate. What I'm saying is that if we're going to liberate our people, the first option is to work with our people. The last option would be to work with a foreigner, per se. That should be the first option. So the first option would be, let me do my research before I put my people into this agreement or whatever I'm doing here.
Let me break it down. Let me break it down. So your Federal Reserve Bank supply other banks.
Miss Betty said United Bank of Chicago. There you go.
Okay. A Federal Reserve Bank. See, the Federal Reserve Bank that we have ownership of is an actual Federal Reserve Bank, 230 LaSalle Street, Chicago. We have Federal Don's Bradstreet, and I'm on this bank. We own that bank. So that's why we're in the process of now of getting our bank route number. So we'll be able to wire money directly out of that bank.
But you're getting it from Bank of America.
No, you can't get a route number from Bank of America. You got to get a route. You got to get a route number from charter banks.
From charter banks. And who's the charter bank that's going to give you that?
Whatever charter bank it is in your state. That's the only way you get route numbers.
Somebody else got to give me a charter a route number for your bank.
Even the black-owned bank you talking about in Chicago, they had to go to a charter bank to get their route number.
Huh?
Yes. Huh? See, this what I'm talking about right here. See, I deal with that real type shit. You know, I deal with that knowledge part. You know what I'm saying? I deal with that knowledge part. So you know, you got to know this knowledge man before you get in this. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you.
What I'm
it's
saying
it's not no bank. It's not no bank in the country of America that ain't got to go through these slave masters, bro. They own everything. So all you can do is try to get your portion for you and your people. Yeah, play with their system.
That don't
see,
really
this the game. Hold on. Let me explain. So see, this the game. You know, you got me started right now, man. You did it, man. So hey, this the thing right here, Tahaka. I hear a lot of people, a lot of revolutionaries say that why you do this here, why people do this here, why people do that there. First of all, we got to understand we ain't got a pot to piss in or to want to throw it out. We ain't got no technology. So how we gonna just like we on your show right now? If you don't abide by YouTube rules, what they gonna do? They gonna kick you off of this motherfucker. I mean, my bad. They gonna kick you off of here. You see what I'm saying? So just like you were saying one day on your show, it's certain things that you got to go by until you can establish to get your own. We ain't got nothing. So we got to start from the ground. You see what I'm saying? Every black-owned bank, I got to do the same thing they had to do. I got to go to a charter bank. You won't get a route number unless you go to a charter bank. 9 times out of 10, it's slave owners that own these charter banks. That's who owned all the banks. Slave owners. You see what I'm saying? So just because we with Bank of America and they got the Bank of Chicago, the Black Bank of Chicago, they had to deal with the slave owners too to get their route number. See, I'm gonna break it down and put it all out here real. You know what I'm saying? And can't nobody prove me wrong because this is what I do. I'm an attorney. I read, I research, I actually deal with these people. So you see what I'm saying? I ain't just talking. I'm talking from experience and education with facts that bag everything I say. So we always talking about getting out of a slave system, but we can't never get out of the slave system. We can't create our own system like with TVs, radios, phones, and all this here. We ain't gonna never get out of this system. I hear all these organizations hollering about talking about, oh man, COINTELPRO is strictly to gain intelligence, information. You'd have been with a nosy female that was trying to probe all through your phone for. That's COINTELPRO. You see what I'm saying? But these organizations try to make COINTELPRO saying, oh, this COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO is people just trying to gain information about you or whatever it is that you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's simple what COINTELPRO is.
Well, my thing is this, right? I just while you was talking, I was looking at the definition of a charter bank. It doesn't fit anything that was said, but I'm gonna research it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely
a charter bank. Type this here. Type of where do you get your routing number from? Where do you get a bank routing number from? Like you might have to type it up in some other kind of way because it might just tell you something like you look up your routing number at the bottom of your check, but look up bank routing number. How to get a bank routing number?
Okay.
Type this in. Who issues bank routing numbers? And watch what it tell you. The charter bank in your state. Prove me wrong.
I think I can though. I really think I can because I'm
matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up for you. While you looking it up, I'm gonna do it for you.
All right. What I'm saying is I'm looking at if Harbor Bank, I'm about to prove my point, what I'm trying to say. All right. Okay. Now watch this.
It's a who issued bank routing numbers? The American Bankers Association. A routing transmitting number is a 9-digit number used to identify a bank financial institution with clearing funds or processing checks. The American Bankers Association, ABA, established routing transmitting numbers in 1910. These numbers are also used in online banking and clearing houses for financial transactions. You cannot get a routing number. Now, when you click on this right here, transition, it's gonna take you to another place. It's called it's called Nick. It's called Nick something. And then it's gonna tell you. Nick something gonna tell you that they can't do your application unless a charter bank has approved you already for a routing number.
Let me say this. I'm looking at Harbor Bank of Maryland, and it actually it's a charter bank itself, and it's owned by us. So what I'm saying is it brings me back to my point. Why
it's owned by who?
It's owned by us.
Who is us? The people?
Our people, yeah. So-called black people, absolutely. It's so-called black-owned bank. But the point that I'm making is that it's a chartered bank. So back to my original point is, why didn't you try to find out someone that looked like us to put your?
Because it's all the same. If I can still, once I get the route number, I can still investigate the people who you talking about to get the route number. If they're a charter bank, but they can't be a charter bank.
They can't. Why? That's what it says on the website. It says both charter and BHTS are wholly owned subsidiary by Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. Bar Harbor Bank.
That's the charter bank right there. Bar Harbor. That's the charter bank.
You're not listening. That is the people who own it.
That's our people. No. Go back and read what you just say. They're both subsidiary with Baja is the charter bank. So that's how the bank you talking about got their
are owned by our people is the point.
Okay.
Our people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But they have subsidiaries too.
Okay, well, you just told me something new. I ain't got no problem with that, though. I ain't got no problem. You just told me something new.
You good. And so, brother, what are some of the cases that you actually beat? That remember you say you have one.
Yes. All you got to do is type up Dukes versus Lee. It's gonna tell you right there. The judge has ordered. Dukes versus Lee is gonna tell you big back blow letters. Case was dismissed for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
I use Dukes.
DUKES versus Lee. Lee. L-E-E. L-E-E. Yeah. Like Lee. Like Bruce Lee.
Oh, Lee.
Yeah.
And what was that case about?
It was dealing with the murder conspiracy plot against me. When they tried to assassinate me. And the judge who I really originally filed the case upon, he was the one that declared that I was deceased. But he knew I wasn't deceased because I was just in his courtroom the month before that.
I want to look at this because I might have to join the nation, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, everything I spit, man, everything I spit, it come from actual. I can't see it. It's too goddamn little. I blow it up. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
This right here.
Go back up to the top, so I can see what the case name is.
It says Rico Cortez Dukes plaintiff, Tavara Lee.
Yeah, that's it. Now go down to where it say, go down to the conclusion. You're gonna see the conclusion where it say case was dismissed for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
Is a victim of witness. Rico Dukes is the victim witnesses and federal attorney that the crime was done upon George Galvin Lee Jr. is the younger cousin of Rico Dukes and the younger brother of Tara Lee. Gladys Smith is the mother of Rico Dukes' twin daughters. Gladys is also the first cousin of one of the persons who helped carry out the government murder plot. All evidence lies with the plaintiff in regard to the allegation alleged. What is this? What are we reading here, brother?
You got to go down to the bottom.
No, I want to find out what this all about. The government murder.
I just told you. I talked about that. I talked about this on your last show.
Yeah, but I'm reading it. I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, look, the government murder plot. The government murder plot.
Obviously, Dukes is no stranger to federal courts. A review of public access to the court's electronic records reflect that he is a serial litigator. You a serial litigator, having filed over 25 cases since 2017 in the Northern and Eastern District of Texas. At least 18 of those cases have been dismissed with prejudice. Brother, as frivolous, brother, that ain't what you just told me.
You read the case. I say go down and read.
No, this is not the case. Listen,
this is the case. If I just told you go down to the bottom and read the conclusion.
I am going to read the conclusion, but I'm
Well, how
going
you gonna tell me that ain't the case then?
one thing at a time, brother. One thing at a time.
Well,
Can I
hold
read
on,
this
Tom.
part first?
Hold on, Tom. How you gonna just sit up here and ask me, brother? That ain't what you were just talking about. I said it
No,
is what I was just talking about. I told you to go down and read the
I am.
conclusion. You said you wanted to read that right now, so I'm not quiet.
Brother, I am going to read the conclusion. But
So listen, brother, listen.
let me
You
finish.
okay? Hold on before you finish that. Hold on before you finish that. I want you to talk, but I want to finish this. I'm saying, if you ask me, you say, where is the case and where you want subject matter jurisdiction? I say, go to Dukes versus Lee and go to the conclusion. You started reading all this, so I'll be quiet.
But the thing is with me, let me explain something about me. One thing about me, if someone tells me to read just a portion, I'm never going to do that.
Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is,
I'm going to get to that. I am going to do that. I'm going to read the whole thing though.
So you can't tell me that.
Context.
So you can't tell me that ain't what I was talking about if you ain't got down to.
You got to hear me first, brother. Let me hear me first. What I'm saying is, me as the reader, I need full context. I'm not
okay, so you read and then ask me questions as you go. Okay, all right, go ahead.
No. I want full context. It's like if the preacher tell me go to Matthew chapter 9 verse 7. I might read chapter 9 verse 7, but I'm gonna read the whole book of Matthews because you ain't gonna. I need the whole context.
So that's what I'm asking you. As you read it, you ask me questions about it. That's I say okay.
No. What jumped out to me is that you were very well known for filing frivolous cases. That it says.
Yeah, do you understand what the word furious cases is?
Say it again. What's the word?
Furious.
That ain't the word.
It's really hilarious. That's what you really call it in the courtroom, the legal geese courtroom. The lawyers, other lawyers call it. I didn't hear lawyers call it hilarious. Real shit. I just look at them. I don't say nothing. Many lawyers pronounce it different ways. Real talk. Real true story.
But let me just read this.
Keep reading. When you get down to the conclusion, you gonna see subject matter.
Well, we gotta stop, man.
Look, when you get down to the conclusion, you're gonna see subject matter. You're gonna see the case with dismissal, lack of subject matter jurisdiction. Go ahead, keep reading.
Bro, I love my brother. He keeping a buck, boy. He don't play. I just want to read though, because I am concerned about.
He reading.
It says you're a serial litigator, having filed over 25 cases since 2017. And Northern Eastern District, Texas. At least 18 of the cases have been dismissed with prejudice as frivolous or for failure to state a claim. And then they run all the cases.
Go back. Hey, now go back to that last part you read. The last part, what you say, or to failure to state a claim. So,
yeah.
Okay, so if I fail to state a claim, that must mean that I ain't really care about it. I just want to get their attention.
No, in legal terms, that means that when you file a case, you gotta
state a claim. You gotta state what you want. You gotta state what you want to be done, what kind of result you are looking for.
That's not what that means, brother. But anyway,
how much you bet? How much you bet to call to
I don't want to debate. I just want to read this, brother. Let me just read this.
You know, I like to bet. I like to bet.
Upon review, the court concludes that the subject matter jurisdiction is lacking. Thus, this action should be dismissed sua sponte. Further, based on Duke's abusive filing history, he should be barred from filing any action. Brother. Okay. Analysis. The court should always examine sua sponte if necessary. The threshold question of whether it is a matter of jurisdiction. If the court determines at any time that it lacks the subject matter jurisdiction, the court must dismiss the action unless otherwise. We got that. You say that on the show a lot. The court literally construes Duke's complaint with all differences due pro se litigant to be literally construed and held to less stringent standards than formal pleading draft by lawyers. Pleadings must be construed so as to do justice, even under the most liberal construction. However, Dukes has not alleged facts that establish federal question jurisdiction. This ain't looking good. To the extent Dukes seeks to file criminal complaint and allege criminal law violations in this court, his request lacks any legal basis, thus cannot support a federal cause of action. Criminal statutes do not create private right of action. For a private right of action to exist under criminal statute, there must be a statutory basis for inferring that a civil cause of action of some sort of lay in favor of someone, concluding that the party seeking, now I'll go all the way to the bottom because I don't want to read it all. Conclusion. For the foregoing reason, it is recommended that Duke's criminal plate be dismissed without prejudice.
Now,
Okay.
before you read, now, if you go back up in there, if you read that whole entire case, now you're gonna see who pushed the court to file for subject matter jurisdiction. I did.
Yeah, but they dismissed it, brother.
That's what they were supposed to do. If I'm pushing the court,
no, they dismissed your complaint.
Listen to what I'm saying.
That don't mean they dismissed. They dismissed.
Are you ready to? Are you ready to listen to what I'm trying to tell you?
I'm listening, brother. But
okay.
They dismissed the complaint.
Now, subject matter.
Litigator.
You ready to listen, or you gonna keep talking? I'm just acting now. I'm trying to make sure that you do saying whatever you're gonna say, so I can start talking.
Come on.
It's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm gonna give you some education, you and your listeners and your viewers. Subject matter jurisdiction. What is subject matter jurisdiction? Subject is you, the person. The matter is the crime or whatever the crime, the property, etc. The jurisdiction is the power and authority. Okay. When I originally filed that case, I filed that case on the names you see. If you read that entire case, it's also the judge filed in that case too, whose last name is Kikindi. All right, excuse me. Judge, he published me deceased September 18th, 2018. Now, the only way that a judge can publish to the public that someone is deceased, the judge must see either a death certificate, they got to see a death certificate document, or either the judge forced saying it there. So now, if this case is about the murder conspiracy plot on me, this is what happened in the case. I didn't really care about this case when I filed this case. I filed this case to get the court to rule in lack of subject matter jurisdiction. Okay, only the court can have subject matter jurisdiction. I just explained what subject matter jurisdiction is. Subject matter jurisdiction, power and authority. Okay, so therefore, I gave up my personal case to lose my personal case to win the case for the people in a whole. So they had to rule rather than file charges on themselves and open up a case because the judge was implicated in this case. Because remember, he's the one who said that I was deceased. He's the one published in federal court that I was deceased.
I can't go on and on with this, but let me just say something. Let me just say something. From a jurisprudence point of view, and this is fact of the matter.
This is how Theyfeartruth Federal Government was formed.
Listen to me. From a jurisprudence point of view, right? Let me explain something to you. It's Duke versus Lee. You're the plaintiff. You filed this.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
All right. You filed this, right? All of that's in the body of this becomes null and void when they dismiss it.
No, subject matter jurisdiction. Subject matter jurisdiction never becomes null. Subject matter jurisdiction to subject matter jurisdiction never becomes null and void, my brother. Before you speak on that, I really would advise you to research and learn what subject matter jurisdiction is. I really would advise you, the same people that you asking for power, the same people that you asking for things, the U.S. government and all that you talking about be peaceful for them. How you gonna be peaceful for them when they not even legal? Listen, hold up. I want to educate you. I want to educate you real quick.
Listen to me.
Okay.
I want you to hear me one last time.
I can't see you. I can't see you. Because the thing is still on. I can't see you. Because I don't see them but that whatchamacallit that you got up.
Listen, to dismiss without prejudice. In legal terms, that means you lost, they threw it out, and you can never bring it back in court again.
You think that's what that means?
That's exactly what it means.
Let me tell you, let me read what without prejudice means to you. And then we're gonna go on from another part of the law because it's gonna be clearly that I would be showing you.
I'm gonna pull that up.
I'm gonna read it for you. I'm gonna read it for you. I'm gonna read it for you, brother. Just give me a minute. Hold on, let me find it. Let me get to it for you, buddy.
Without prejudice, dismissed temporarily. I'm sorry. There you go.
All right, then.
It's dismissed temporarily.
All right, then. So hold on. Stop right there. I won't talk any more legal business with you.
Listen to me.
Because you got to know, you got to know what you're talking about, which is legal. No, you got to know what you're talking about with this legal law. It's a difference when you're gonna do a show. And listen, it's a different. Hold on. You know you might.
Listen, you're correct, but it's dismissed. You can refile. You can refile, but it's dismissed.
When you're doing a show for really legal, I'm really knowing what I'm talking about when I'm talking about legal. So you just proved it, but you just proved to your people in your audience that you don't know about the law, Tahaka. Because I was just trying to tell you about the law, and you argued me that I was wrong.
Brother, listen to me. What I'm telling you
is not what you just did, Tahaka.
The point that I'm making, take that back. Dismiss without prejudice mean they dismissed it, but you can refile it. Dismiss with prejudice mean that you cannot refile it. The point that I'm making, my brother, is that it was dismissed.
My grounds. I'm the one that forced them to dismiss it because I pushed for subject matter jurisdiction. If you read the whole case, the case tells you that.
You did not force them to dismiss it. It was a frivolous case according to them.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I just told you. I just told you that the same what you read, what is subject matter jurisdiction. That's why I told you, go and research subject matter jurisdiction first, then come back to me and ask me the question that you want to ask.
Listen to me.
If you didn't even know what, and listen, if you didn't even know what that prejudice was, I mean, come on now. How far more about legal? How furthermore do we have to go about it when you didn't even know the definition of it? I didn't know. But I tried to get when I tried to tell you that is not what it means, Tahaka. That means that it's dismissed temporarily, Tahaka. Meaning I can open you. That ain't what it means. I said, hold up, I'm gonna pull it up for you. You pulled it up before I did, though. I didn't say that word.
Brother, you're freestyling now. You're freestyling now, brother. Just stop. I'm gonna mute you because you're freestyling. I said take that back, brother. I said take it back. Don't use that as your argument. The point that I'm making is that it was dismissed because it was frivolous, brother. That's the point. It was dismissed because it was frivolous. Stop making your point that I misquoted or something. Stop that. It was dismissed because you didn't file it properly and you didn't meet the jurisprudence procedure. And it was frivolous. And you got 18 out of 25 cases dismissed in the same manner. So stop it, brother. Stop it, brother. Brother tripping. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, you know what I mean? Somebody say, okay, dismiss without prejudice means you can't file no more. See, you don't know what that means. You don't know what that means. Then I come back and say, okay, my bad. I didn't mean it like that. It means temporarily. See, it's temporarily. And this is the problem, man. We be tripping. Our people be tripping. But the point that I'm making is that he claimed that a dismissed case is a win. That's the whole point I'm making. I'm not saying if it's temporarily or if it's indefinite. A dismissed case is a win. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, anyway, family. Man. Dukes, man. Come on, man. Stop that. And then the thing is, what I don't understand with my brother Dukes is, how would you go and have to get a bank account with somebody else? I don't understand that. I just don't understand it. But I'm going to let him talk. That's my bro. I'm going to let you finish up, my brother.
You ready to let me talk now?
Yeah, but I ain't saying brother. You got the floor, brother.
Okay. Now, what I was telling,
De casa su casa.
Okay, what I was telling the people is that, and I was telling you that when it comes to legal law, you got to know about the law to argue with me with that. So I really just argue with too many people that don't know the law. You know what I'm saying? When you try to tell me what it would, and I was trying to tell you, Tahaka, that's not what that means. You know, at that point in time, they let me understood that, hey, he don't know the law.
So, brother, are you telling me that case wasn't dismissed because it was what was it?
I didn't tell you that. I told you the case from the very first part of the start. I told you the case was dismissed for subject matter lack of jurisdiction. I'm the one. Listen what I'm saying.
No, that's a lie. It said it was dismissed.
Tahaka. If you go down there and read conclusions, look what it tells you. Conclusion: case is dismissed for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
Brother.
Do I need to let me pull it up for you to show the people what this case was dismissed for? Only you, like if you file, hold up, put it this way. If you file a case or the state file a case.
But the whole body doesn't speak to
Hold
that.
up. I thought you just told me you were going to let me talk. If you file a case, or if the state file a case against you, huh?
I don't think you even know what subject matter jurisdiction is.
I just told you what it was.
This is subject matter court jurisdiction. A court must have jurisdiction to enter valid enforceable judgment on a claim.
Exactly.
Jurisdiction is lacking. Litigants through various procedures
may
retroactively challenge the validity of the judgment. So in other words, you filed.
So in other words, if the court got to be able to have power to make a ruling, that means they got to be able to have power over everybody within that case. That's what jurisdiction means: power and authority.
Brother, man, that's
subject is the person, matter is the crime, jurisdiction is the power and authority.
All right, brother, you win. Good.
I'm not this is what I went to school for. This is why I can file in every court that I want to, bro. This is how I got a bar license, man.
Let me see your bar license.
This is how I got a bar license. Go on there. It's on there. It's on my page.
Where is it?
It's on my page. Stroll my Facebook page.
What state?
Stroll my Facebook page. Maryland and Texas. Stroll my Facebook page. Maryland and Texas.
If I pull up the Maryland bar in Maryland, you got a bar license.
Stroll my Facebook page and you're going to see all my information on there. That's all you got to do.
All right, this is the last test right here. Maryland proof of bar membership. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, we're going to look it up real quick.
Now, when you go on my Facebook page and you stroll it, you're going to see everything that say Maryland and Texas and everything. You're going to see bar number, case numbers, and everything. You're going to see actual case courses and everything. Matter of fact, if you go on my page, you'll see a case on there, what I did, where it got my bar number on there. You'll see the actual court didn't count all of that.
All right, we're going to find it real quick. This is your last test. This your last test.
Ain't no test. All my facts, all my facts is public, bro. All my facts is out there in the public.
You're not coming up at the Maryland bar, brother. Brother, you're not coming up, brother.
Well,
you don't come up at the Maryland bar. Now let's put in Malik Zulu Shabazz. He'll come up at the Maryland bar.
He ain't gonna come up in the Maryland bar.
Yes, he will.
He gonna come up in the California bar.
No, he don't. He come up in the Maryland bar and he come up in the DC bar. But let me show you.
I ain't never seen him in number the California bar.
There go Rico Dukes. Nothing.
Tahaka.
We need to see. Let's put a C and see.
Listen to what I'm telling you. All you gotta do is go on my all you gotta do is go on my page. You're gonna see everything that I'm telling you. You can never disprove me. You can never disprove Rico Dukes wrong.
We're gonna go to the official. Let me show you something.
You heard me? You can never disprove Rico Dukes wrong. If you're listening to me on that, you can never disprove Rico Dukes wrong.
Brother,
ever.
You're not listening, brother. You don't like to listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening to what you just say. You said we're gonna go to the Maryland, we're gonna pull you up, we're gonna go pull Malik Shabazz. I heard everything you say.
All right, let me show you something.
And I'm telling you, the same thing what you saying you can't find for your listeners. If they go to my page, they're gonna see all my facts. They're gonna even see, they're gonna even see the school where if they stroke my page long enough, they're gonna even see the school where I went to do my law studies. With my picture in my school for my profile. And it tells you what I'm studying. So this is what I'm telling you.
Look, let me show you something real quick.
This ain't got nothing to do with what you can't find.
No,
that's on you. You can't find something after how.
I'm about to show you.
That's on you. That's on you if you can't find nothing.
Watch this.
Hold up. I'm gonna put you on the other phone too so I can hear you. So if it go out, that's because I'm switching it so I can hear you better. So just to set me back in.
There's Malik. There's Malik's right there. You see that? That's where Malik.
But that ain't got nothing to do with what I just told you.
Yeah, you say you are.
I ain't got nothing to do with you. I ain't got nothing to do with Tahaka Bay cannot find.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen. The burden is on you. You say that you are registered with the Maryland Bar Association.
Yes.
Malik is right here at the Maryland Bar.
Listen to what I'm telling you, Tahaka.
No bar association.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I wouldn't care what you talking about you can't find. If you go on my page, you're going to see everything what I just told you. Everything what I just told you, you're going to see it. I ain't got nothing to do with what you can't find, Tahaka.
No, it's a registry.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I ain't got nothing to do with what you can't find it there. All I'm telling you is if you go on my page and you look, just listen. If you go on my page and you look, you're going to see.
Oh, crazy, brother. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
I can't hear you.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you, Tahaka?
Yes, I do. I mean,
or do you just want to hear me? You just want me to hear you?
No, I want you. Hold up. Let me say this, brother. Listen, when you go take the bar exam, you are put into a database.
No, you're not. No, you're not, Tahaka. Tahaka, let me tell you. Hold up. I'm going to tell you how that works. You don't come up in the registry until you are sworn in as a United States attorney under the U.S. Constitution. You don't get in the registry until you are sworn. I ain't never told you I got sworn in. I told you I was an attorney with a bar number. I ain't never told you I got sworn in.
So if you got a bar number, I can look you up.
You don't have to get sworn in to get a bar number. All you got to do is pass the bar exam to get a bar number. Listen to what I'm telling you, Tahaka.
I gotta go.
In order to pass the bar exam, let me show you some, Tahaka. Let me show you some. Hold up.
Brother, I'm wrong.
I can't pull it up on this phone because it's on their phone. But you're welcome to go on my page. Listen, you're welcome to go on my page. You're going to see Rico Dukes, Texas Law Board Examiners. Texas Law Board Examiners. Biggest shit on there. My profile, all of them. Huh?
I can go to the Texas bar and pull your name up?
I say you can go to the Texas Board of Law Examiners and type in Rico Dukes, and it's going to pull up my brother. Texas Board Law Examiners.
Law Examiners. All right. Texas Board Law. Texas Board
Law Examiner. It might say Texas Board of Law Examiner. It might come up that way.
All right. Now what I got to do once I'm here?
I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna type it up too.
All right. What I got to do?
Type my name up.
And what?
What you mean? It ain't no search box up there.
All right, Rico. How you doing?
You talking about it what? Shit, ain't no search box up there.
I didn't know you just type in the search box. I thought it was something like that. All right, Rico.
Yeah, I got to find a search box now.
Rico Dukes, right? Ain't nothing coming up, brother.
Hold up, brother. Rico. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna log in my shit to show you Haka. I don't never speak lies, bro. I ain't got time to speak lies. I know there's a lot of people that try to want to discredit me, but that's impossible.
Texas Board of Law Examiners. But does that mean that you got a bar license?
No. What is this right here, Haka? Let me see if I can turn my camera around. What is this right here? What is that?
I can't see. Hold up.
Hold on. Hold up. Let me see if I can turn my camera around. Hold up. Where y'all can look at it good. Hold on, I gotta try to figure out how do I cut my camera around on here, Tahaka? How do I cut my camera? Never mind. You see that? Let me see if I can get it in there. What do that say? Hold on. What that say right there?
I can't tell.
You see Rico Dukes, don't it?
But we can't see who that is. Brother.
Hold on, let me bag it up some.
You win this one. You got that.
Let me bag it up some. Now, you see, that's the same website that you
passed the bar. Let me ask you a question. Did you pass the bar?
Yes, I passed. I just tried to explain it to you. If you listen, I passed the bar. The only time you go in the registry system is when you are sworn in. I would never be sworn into any U.S. government system, ever. Because if I'm sworn into their system, that means I'm playing a part of their game. I ain't playing a part of their game.
Brother, I appreciate you joining us on More World TV. I got to get out of here because this is going to go on forever.
Why you think Theyfeartruth Federal Government form? Why you think we need form that you got to fill out?
Brother, I'm going to have to go, brother, because I've been here too long. And this reminds me of a lot of Moorish talk. I love you, big bro. I got to get out of here, though. I got to go. This reminds me of a lot of the Moorish talk that I used to have to deal with about 5 years ago. And, man, the Moorish people, man, they would drive you crazy. It's a never-ending story. It's just a never-ending story. Like, if you slip of the tongue one time, look, I got you. See, you don't know law. I got you. That's how that Moorish stuff will get you like that. Y'all stay away. When them Moors start talking about law, stay away from them. Stay away from them. I'm telling you. It reminds me just of that Moorish stuff. It just goes on and on and on. It's a never-ending conversation. We got jurisdiction, but he got a new one, jurisdiction subject matter. You know what I'm saying? When clearly throughout the body of the argument, they say that you filed a frivolous case and you didn't file it, right? So we can't, we basically cannot, they cannot adjudicate it. I mean, man, somebody say, why y'all think he lying? I'm not getting into that. I don't care if he lying or not. I'm out of here. Oh my goodness, got me dizzy. All I said was, only thing I said was that you can't file again. See, I got you. I'm like, man, I'm dizzy, man.
Response. Peace.
I tried to tell you, but don't nobody like to listen. Didn't I try to tell y'all? I'm the king of this YouTube. Ain't worried about you, dudes. Ain't nothing that you do to make me care. But I pray to Allah, you don't take me there. See, I'm the type to get in front of this mic and sacrifice. Alright, you the type to get in front of the mic and hope you get some likes. I used to back the thing, then go bang, bang, and boom. Today, my brain cells is a fully armed army platoon. And y'all some cartoons, coons, and buffoons. You wanna meet on IG? I prefer high noon. I'm a quick draw McGraw standing on that floor. It's I, self, Lord, and Master, Allah. See you dumb and you blind, can't see the summer is mine. You better pay attention, the answer's in between the lines. I'm the man still standing, kill them haters single-handed. Had them fighting each other with every punch I landed. Cut the head off the snake and his wife Medusa. And after Side Netta got the rest of them losers. Inky, Yuck, Neil Bay in the debate league. Queen's Phone, Sweet Mom, and Triple C. Uncle Sir, OC, and the rest of them lanes. See, I'm calling names cause I ain't playing no games. Don't let your bride write a check that you know gon' bounce. Take heed from Dr. Inky, he out for the count.
See, I've been doing my workout. I've been on my raw diet. I've been eating that raw seaweed. I've been doing my push-ups. I've been getting my back rubbed. I've been doing my workout. I was ready for these things. We got Yuck putting guns to the head. We got Inky in the background. He back here crying now. We got Side Netta having Bible study. It's not a game, man. Dog, away, we run this thing. It's not a game, I said.